Hi everyone, my name is Denise. Today I'm going to discuss a crisis that has occurred in Facebook during the US election 2016. As we all know, Facebook is an American company offering social networking service that makes it easy for you to connect and share with family and friends online. It is a social media that originally designed for college students. Facebook was created in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg while he was enrolled at Harvard University. By 2006, anyone over the age of 13 with a valid email address could join Facebook. As for today, Facebook is the world's largest social network with more than 1 billion users worldwide as of 2012, and about half that number were using Facebook every day. So let's talk about the background of Facebook. Facebook is free of charge, and the company earns most of its money from advertisements on the website. New users can create profiles, upload photos, join a pre-existing groups, and start new groups. The site has many components including timeline, a space on each user's profile page where users can post their content and friends can post messages. Next will be status, which enables users to alert friends to their current locations or situations, and news feeds, which informs users of changes to their friends, profiles, and status. The attractiveness of Facebook stems in part from co-founder Zuckerberg's insistence from the very beginning that members be transparent about who they are. Users are forbidden from adopting false identities. Facebook has become a powerful tool for political movements, beginning with the US presidential elections of 2008, with more than 1,000 Facebook groups were formed in support of either Democratic candidate Barack Obama, Republican candidate John McCain. In Colombia, the service was used to rally hundreds of thousands in protest against anti-government action. The crisis that I have decided to investigate and explain on is that Facebook haunted by its handling of 2016 election meddling. In today's society, social network and internet is powerful as majority of the people owns a mobile phone, which they can search on information or read news instantly, anywhere or anytime. The social network is under fire for scandals involving elections meddling and data privacy. The problem is that Facebook ignored warning signs and then sought to conceal them from the public view. They were also distracted by personal projects and pass of security and policy decisions to subordinates. It also exposed a debate among the Facebook executives over how to address attempts to misuse the platform and how much to disclose following security breaches. In this case, Facebook publicly acknowledged for the first time that its platform had been exploited by governments seeking to manipulate public opinion in other countries, including during the presidential elections in the US and France. It also misled information. The Facebook scandal was about the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 US presidential election. The tech firm announced in 2017 that it had found evidence Russian operatives used the social network to purchase advertisements about politically divisive topics. But questions remain about when Facebook knew about Russian activity and if it acted quickly enough. On the eve of the US midterm elections, Facebook pulled down more than 100 accounts that may have been tied to Russian Internet Research Agency. Facebook believes that there are 120 fake Russian-backed pages created, almost 80,000 posts that were received by 29 million Americans directly, but reach a much bigger audience by users sharing, liking, and following the posts. So here comes the handling of the crisis. Both Zuckerberg and Sandberg pushed back against criticism over how they handled the scandals. Zuckerberg responded that to suggest we weren't interested knowing the truth or unwanted to hide what we knew or wanted to prevent investigation is simply untrue. Both Zuckerberg and Sandberg denied that they know Facebook hired designers or any other firm's work. However, they ended its contract with designers after the Times has reported the news. Sandberg then explained himself with the statement that the article stated he was spending time hiding, deflecting or hiring PR firms to do other things is not true. Facebook then closed accounts and reported malicious actors tied to Russia to US law enforcement. Day after the 2016 elections, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg dismissed the idea that fake news shared on social media site influenced the election, calling it a pretty crazy idea. Facebook didn't publicly acknowledge that its platform might have played a role in Russia election meddling until April 2017, when a company released note that its data does not contradict it. A January 2017 reported by the US Director of National Intelligence, as indicated in the footnote, that a reference to the US intelligence agency's conclusion that Russia carried out a was cyber campaign in an effort to help elect Donald Trump. All in all, Facebook resorted to aggressive lobbying tactics and tapped its Washington connections to shift blame to tech rivals and ward off critics. Mark Zuckerberg also mentioned that voting is a core value of democracy, and he believed that supporting civic participations is an important contribution we can make to the country and community. He declared that Facebook is a neutral and they have not and will not use our product in a way that attempts to influence how people vote, and saying that voters make decisions based on their life experience. The conclusion from this crisis is all of these issues points towards the inevitability of Facebook acknowledging that it's no longer just a technology company, but a media company. In Mark Zuckerberg's first Facebook update post-election, he talked about the need for everyone to work together. We are all blessed to have the ability to make the world better, and we have the responsibility to do it. Let's go work even harder, he said. From this crisis, I have learned that social media was an important but not dominant source of election news, with 14% of Americans calling social media their most important source, also known false news stories that appear in the 3 months before the elections. Those favoring Trump were shared a total of 30 million times on Facebook, while those favoring Clinton were shared 8 million times. The average American adult saw on the order of one or perhaps several fake news stories in the months around the elections, with just over half of those who recall seeing believing them. And people are much more likely to believe stories that favor their preferred candidate, especially if they have ideological segregated social media networks. However, the controversies have an impact on Facebook. Its stock fell 6.8%, its worst single-day drop in 4 years. The company lost more than $36 billion in market value, and Zuckerberg personally lost $6.06 billion. Facebook can certainly survive the loss of a top security chief and other grilling from lawmakers, but it's a company built on trust. Zuckerberg pledged to make changes and reforms in Facebook policy to prevent similar breaches. In conclusion, on March 25, 2018, Zuckerberg published a personal letter in various newspapers apologizing on behalf of Facebook, while in April, they decided to implement the EU General Data Protection Regulations in all areas of operations and not just the EU to gain trust from the public. So in this crisis, I would summarize this as a crisis that has been resolved well and organizedly. Thank you.